Good morning. I'm out on my lovely Paddington. I've stopped off at a little pond. We used to fish as a kid. William Pond. It's in the middle of Letchworth and Hitchin. It's a bit bogged down with moss now, but I think there's some nice carp in here from memory. But there he is in all his glory. I've had a lovely ride this morning and it's really beautiful. The sun is out, it's fresh, it's not cold, it's just got a little bit of nip in the air, enough to keep you to keep you on your toes. But there he is. I've not been out this week due to work, but feeling good, feeling very happy. I've just ordered the decat pipe from Hitchcock's, so I'm looking forward to seeing to putting that on. I'm going to keep the original exhaust on. I decided I said I'll leave him as he is, but I thought I'm going to take off that big cover and the decat and put the free flowing decat pipe middle section on. It cost me about 120 quid including package and everything, and I believe it's going to make him sound a little bit throatier and possibly I'm not worried about performance because I love the way he rides. I think it's just more of a bit of a deeper sound and freer flowing, let the engine breathe. That's my understanding. But yeah, I've had a good week. Let's have a little look around actually, because there's no one fishing. There's a float out there. I can see. Obviously been caught up in all the weeds. But yeah, been a busy week at work. It's been a bit of a nightmare actually. I mean, you've probably all seen the news of the firearms officer that has been charged with murder. There was an incident, I think it was last year, I don't really know, it's in South London, and where they've followed a car that was involved in a firearms incident the day before, and I think the driver had previously done 4 years for firearms incidents, and they've tried to stop him, and I think the vehicle's listening to the news and reading the online that he's tried to ram through the police block. They blocked the road, and witnesses have said that the firearms officers got out of the car and instructed him to stop and get out of the car, and he's repeatedly driven his vehicle into the police cars, and unfortunately the police officers he shot him. I don't know the facts other than, I mean, obviously if that happened, they've obviously believed that he had a gun. And it's resulted in the police officer being suspended and charged with murder, and that unfortunately has resulted in 400, I think up to 400 firearms officers have given all their tickets in, which basically means all the firearms officers won't go out now. So the news this morning was the SAS are on standby to deal with firearms incidents, and it's not good really, because well, you know, I'm not commenting on my thoughts. It's a very sad situation, you know, and obviously the officers and me, you know, they feel let down and unsupported, and they've taken this action where they've said, right, we'll work, but we're not going to take our guns out. So we have to watch this space and see what happens. I think the fear is the CPS had charged the guy and the officer, and if they didn't, they're worrying about a repeat of 2011 when there was them mass riots. So no doubt we all have our own thoughts on it, and I'm not getting into a political thing. I just know that's why I won't carry a gun, because I know the implications of, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and you potentially know this officer could face a lengthy, a murder charge and serve a sentence of life in prison. So, oh dear. But you know, I to be honest, I've actually, I mean, I was really low a few weeks ago, and then I picked up, and I've, as I said, I got my pension forecast, and for me to go in 18 months' time, yeah, I'll be very open. I'll get probably a third of what I'm entitled to, or that I would get to stand for another 5 years. So, but I've just had enough of it. I really, 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 really have had enough of it. Um, you know, you're public enemy number one, and whether it's right or wrong, and you know, there's all sorts of things that have gone on over the last few years with police officers, and but unfortunately now we're all being tarred, not by everyone, but you know, people tie all the same brush. It's just sad, really sad, you know. On 25, 24 years, and it's come to this. But I put my house on. I thought, what can I do? I've got £160,000 mortgage, so I can't just pack up work. So I put my house on the market, and I'm going to sell my house and downsize, and then hopefully I won't have a mortgage, and then it just gives me opportunity to not. It opens my options, I would say that. So if I wanted to retire early and take potentially a huge loss in pension, but your happiness and peace of mind is more important than anything. So if I've done that, I put my house on the market, and if that goes, then I'll just downsize and buy somewhere where I haven't got to have a mortgage, and happy days. However, I'm out on my lovely Paddington. I'm really enjoying this, you know, getting out and having little talks and watching all the other channels, and it really is, I mean, it's just a fantastic way, you know, fantastic pastime. It's opened my eyes to get out in the country and to meet people and find myself, really. You know, I am a positive person, and you've always got to remain positive, and you know, because if you don't, then you're going to crumble. A lot of people crumble. So, but having Paddington, as I said, it's opened my eyes to a different world altogether. I mean, I've ridden motorcycles. I mean, I have had over the years, I've probably had in excess of 25 bikes. I've had Harley Davidsons, I've had a Street Bob, probably 3 or 4 Sportsters. I've had numerous 3 or 4 Pan-Europeans. Goodness knows how many Royal Enfield bullets. I've had 350s and 500s, modern ones. I had a 1946 Model G, which was lovely. And I've had a 1960 350 bullet, which was lovely. And unfortunately, I've had to end up flogging them, each one of them, for various reasons, and namely because I just needed money to pay bills and to get by. But thankfully now I found the bike that ticks all the boxes, and I will never sell him. And I'm in a position where, you know what, because it is, you sell a motorcycle, you sell something, and what does it do? It pays a bill, and you get another bill, and you haven't got your motorbike, or you haven't got whatever it is that you sold. So, you know, if you're going to struggle, then I'd rather struggle with my motorbike than without my motorbike. But that's the life, isn't it? But as I said, you know what, it's a wonderful machine. I'm looking forward to getting this decat pipe that I brought, put on him, and I'm going to leave the original Peace Shooter exhaust on, and hopefully he'll sound lovely and he'll perform even lovelier, and I really enjoy it, and hopefully I'm going to get it this week, so I'll do a video of how it sounds before and after. That's what I do. So on that note, I'm going to go and get ready for work. So I'm on a late shift today, and goodness knows what today's going to bring. But I'm enjoying it, because as I always say, tomorrow's never promised. And you know what? I've got a nice cup of coffee, and I'm going to treat myself to. In fact, I'm not. I was going to treat myself to a cheeky almond croissant, but I'll give that a pass today because it's becoming too often. So I'll leave that for later in the week. But have a lovely day, enjoy your week, and I hope to next video, mate, it will be with the decat pipe and see how Paddington likes that and how he sounds of it. Cheers, have a lovely week, bye bye, bye.